What's going on, guys? Welcome to another live session, another episode with your boy Franklin. Happy New Year. This is the first video, my first video in 2020. And firstly, I want to say thank you to everyone that's supported my channel, watched my content, hit the like button, hit the share button, that I basically shared my content all through 2019. Everyone that's subscribed to me, thank you for lending your support. Everyone that's taken the time to leave comments on my videos, I want to say thank you once again. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2020. Okay, so if this is your first time, if you bump into this video during the live session or after the live session, my name is Franklin. I'm the brain behind this platform, and then I basically talk about pretty much eclectic topics that affect everyday life. And if this is your first time, if you like what I'm about, hit the like button, okay? And don't forget to smash the subscribe button at the end of this video. Before I crack on, this session is sponsored by Sendwave. Sendwave basically is an app that you can download from the Google Play Store if you're using Android, or from the Apple Store if you're an iPhone user, okay? And you can download that on your device within the two shakes of a duck still. So basically, Sendwave app allows you to send money from Ireland, Spain, Italy, United Kingdom, United States of America to Ghana, Kenya, um, Nigeria, Tanzania, and Uganda. Okay. Now, what's amazing about this is if you use my username as it is on my channel, Franklin, okay, um, add that to your first transaction, and you basically get £5, $5, or €5 added to your very first transaction. Okay, Sendwave, download it now. What's going on, people? What's going on? Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! As I said earlier, this is my first video in 2020. I want to say big thank you to everyone that subscribed. Listen, let me just say quickly, some of you send me emails saying, Franklin, we don't see your updates and stuff when you go live. You know, this year I'm going to put out more content. What happened was towards the end of 2019, because of personal reasons, I kind of dropped off a bit with my consistency and stuff. So that really affected. And that's the thing about YouTube. You've got to keep up on that, being consistent and all that. So that kind of affected some of my viewers. Hit that bell button, okay? That bell button, select that bell button, and just ask for YouTube to give you all of my updates. So when I do any pre-recorded content or live sessions like this, you can get those updates on your devices. All right? So today's topic: woman defies a marriage, because of a sibling. Basically, it's one of the emails. If you're watching me for the first time, you can send me an email to foodchannel1960@gmail.com. Look in the description, you see my email, so you can send me your stories. You can share your stories, with me, and if they're good, if I'm convinced, I can convert them to videos, and hopefully we can all learn from it and stuff. Happy New Year once again. So this basically came just before the new year from a gentleman who basically decided to share a story. Before I crack on, hit the like button. If you can see me, if you can hear me, hit the like button on the live session now. Please do that. Okay? And if you're feeling lucky this year, I need more support, monetary support to my channel. I don't bother people. If you want to support my channel, people ask me all the time, and I say, look in the description, there's a link to my PayPal. You can also donate during the course of any live session. You can support my Patreon, support my channel. Any support is welcome. Trust me, okay? I always say you're not obligated, not to put pressure on you. But somebody said tithe. Definitely not tithe, definitely. Can you help me? I want to travel to the UK. Send me an email. Send me an email to foodchannel1960@gmail.com. This year, I'm going to deal with much more emails and responses. Right, let's go. So, basically, these these stories about a gentleman sent me an email saying his wife, they've been married for about a decade. They have two children. So it got to a point, as you do, his wife basically said, oh, she'd like to invite her younger sister, right, from Nigeria to come and spend some time with them here in the UK. So basically, to put it quite simply, a visitor's visa and stuff. So the husband, who's the gentleman that sent me this email, said, yeah, of course, that's not a problem, you know. So he basically put together the paperwork and they invited his wife's sibling. And he said prior to that, as far as he's concerned, they've had a healthy relationship, a fantastic relationship. You know, if you're joining, if you're online, if you're watching me, there's 76 people that I can see. Hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Anyway, so the gentleman said they invited his wife's younger sister, right? And the younger sister came, he went to the airport, they picked her up. Basically, they gave her a 6 months visa from Nigeria to come to the UK. So it was great. And he said prior to the application, he's lived in this country for about 15 years of his life. So the wife is also thoroughly aware of the immigration rules and stuff. And this is somebody that he's been married to for more than 10 years. And they've known each other for close to 16 years, but been married for 10, right? They have two lovely kids. So he said that he's got a 3 bedroom house, and then the wife's younger sister came over. What could possibly go wrong? Fantastic. They had a good time. And he said the whole thing was she would spend maximum 2 months here in the UK and then jump on the plane back to, you know, Nigeria, as you would expect. So he had no issues. He said she was at home, she had a good time, took her shopping, took her to McDonald's, cinema, all the great spots you can, you know, take someone who has come to spend time with you. So then 2 months became 3 months, right? So he just sort of touched base with his wife one Sunday morning in the bedroom, like, oh, I thought your sister was gonna go back, you know, in 2 months and all that stuff, blah blah blah. Then the wife basically dropped the bombshell and said, I want my sister to stay and explore the UK and hopefully find her feet, blah blah blah. So he stood there stunned, like, what the hell? What do you mean you want her to stay permanently in the UK? But she has a visitor's visa, as you know. And I'm the one who put the paperwork together, invited your sister. The agreement was she'll be here for a couple of months and then go back. Said, so basically, you want your sister to break immigration rules using my name, my details, inviting her, staying in the same house, and particularly, why would you make that kind of a decision, have that kind of an agreement with your sister and your family in the back end, and you look at me in the face as your husband, and you didn't let me know, knowing fully well that you want your sister to remain, right? So, of course, as you'd appreciate, that led to, you know, a major argument. And he said, surprisingly, the mask came off, and then the wife basically kicked off about big deal if, oh, maybe because, oh, you bought the house. This is what he said in the email to me, that the next thing, his wife of over 10 years opened her mouth to say, oh, because if it's because it's your house, blah 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 blah, I can make arrangements for her to go stay somewhere else and all that crap and all that stuff. And this guy said he got the shock of his life. That at first he thought it was a bad joke, it was some kind of a prank. He was waiting for the punchline. He was hoping that she would say surprise or it's a prank type of thing. And he just kept saying, Modupe, are you joking? And then later on in the day after the argument, he said, love matters, happy new year, my sister, love matters, happy new year. So, and then he said later on in the day, the lady's wife, I mean mother from Nigeria, his mother-in-law, basically, called and started saying, Kunle, that's the brother's name, and it said, "Oh, take it easy. Your wife just wants to help her sister to also benefit from the same opportunities." And then the next thing, the families are passing the phone, so he hung up the phone on her, and the whole thing went banana shaped. So the long and short, because he kicked off, he said, but she moved out. His wife made arrangements for her to go stay with another relative. His relationship into two. Now, this brother said his wife is not. Hey, Lucky Agbomo, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody watching. I'm trying not to break away from the flow because some people always complain and stuff. Now, this brother is betwixt the crux. He's a crux. He's at crossroads, and this basically has nearly smashed his relationship to smithereens. And what I really find shocking is, and I've said it before in some of my, for those of you that have been watching me for a minute, one of the fundamental problems that we have in the black community is sentiments, applying sentiments. Now, this is a wife, if the story is true, right, who basically doesn't care about the health of a relationship, has a blatant disregard for a husband, for the health of a marriage, but just because she wants her sister to stay in the UK, which even a staying, she's on the pathway of illegality as it is. You are comfortable, you can conveniently lie to your partner, take advantage of your husband. You got him to apply for your sister under the pretense of, oh, she's going to be here for a couple of months. And then the story changed, and then it's a case of, I want to give my sister a chance in the UK. What chance in the UK on a visitor's visa to start with? These things drive me nuts because that lady, there's no chance. The immigration rules are so tight. It's simply illegality, and that's against the name of your husband. This is what I say about Nigerians, black people in general. If you can do that to your husband, man, for me, I think that relationship is dead in the waters. That's plainly evil. That you would do that to your partner, you took advantage of your husband for your own selfish interest. She has signed up for a life of servitude in the UK. I believe a person with visa can't adjust. No, you can't. Well said. If you go a visitor's visa, just as it says on the tin, it's a bloody visitor's visa. And back in the donkey years, people might be able to find some unscrupulous ways, but all of those things are in the past now. They are blocked. You can't do that. Come here, have a good time for a few weeks, couple of months, jump on the plane and go back. And then you can always come back again and renew your visa, and then you keep coming. If you want to come here, there are other options if you check the Home Office website, there are other options that you can explore, and hopefully, but not a visitor's visa. And why any woman would do that to a husband, beggars belief, is beyond me. I don't understand. So, the brother, basically, that man should watch out for the woman. It's worse now that the house is divided. He's on one side and the woman and the sister and the kids on the other side. Yeah. He basically, because he was telling me via email that he's at a point mentally where he's about to walk away from the relationship because he feels violated. And I agree. That's straight violation. Either a man or a woman, nobody should do that to their partner. That's just wrong. She might be looking for a monkey simp to rescue her from illegality. It's just totally wrong. A straight violation of your partner. You smash that relationship, to smithereens, and trust gets out of the window. I don't understand why people do that. He should find a husband for the sister. Who should find a husband? For me personally, it's disrespectful, it's malicious, it's dangerous. One of the major cogs in any relationship is trust. The trust, this is called self-sabotaging. The trust is dead in the waters. It's wrong. You take advantage of your husband to cater to your selfish interest and that of your sister. And you knowing fully well that what the immigration system in the UK is, even if it's a straightforward immigration system, you shouldn't do that to your partner. Basically, that's lying to your partner, getting them to commit to documentations and a process. Because really and truly, if it was someone else, I would say go and alert the authorities. But I can assure you that some of our people are so sentimental that they would say, "Oh, don't go and tell immigration, blah blah blah." But if you're gonna do that to me, man, I'm gonna more than likely tell the immigration because so basically they're gonna at some point that name to have a red flag in the system. They will know that that person is not returned. So basically, that such application is against my name, and then they can come after me. They could be looking for me at some point to say, "Oh, listen, Mr. Franklin, you're the host of such and such and such. Where is that person?" And if should they decide to penalize me or fine me heavily, the UK Border Force have got the right to do so. If next time he needs to invite his family, it will not work. Of course, this is why some people are very apprehensive when it comes to inviting people and putting forward their personal documentations or their names and stuff like that. This is what I say, and this is even is a lot more complex because this is your own wife. This is meant to be your partner within the confines of a relationship who has basically let you down because of sentiments. Africans. The sister should marry a citizen to remain in the UK. That's a big lie. Jazzy J, that's a big lie. The sister should marry a citizen to remain in the UK. Trust me, that doesn't work anymore. That's not going to work. That's a very bad statement. Yes, the wife knew all along that her sister wouldn't return even before she arrived in the UK. Yep. Don't jeopardize me. Let her find her own husband. So she will marry simply because of paper, man. Anyway, that's the story. Hopefully somebody learned from this. I think that relationship is dead in the waters. So if you're watching this for the first time, this episode is sponsored by Sendwave. Sendwave is basically an app you can download within the two shakes of a duck still from the app, Google Play Store or from the iTunes onto your devices, okay? And it allows you to send money from Ireland, Spain, Italy, United Kingdom, and United States of America to Ghana, Kenya, Nigeria, Tanzania, and Uganda. Now, what's interesting is for your first transaction using the Sendwave app, use my username Phrankleen, and it will add £5, $5, or €5 to your very first transaction. Okay, there are no commissions. You can get it done within the two shakes of a duck still. It's your boy Phrankleen. Happy New Year once again. Send me emails to foodchannel1960@gmail.com. Should you want to support the channel, I've got a link to my PayPal. There's a join button. You can join my membership on the channel. Hope to bring you much more fantastic contents this year, 2020. I wish you all the best. Let's get it. Let's work hard. Let's make it happen. It's your boy Phrankleen, and I'll definitely catch you in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace and love. Bye now.